What is up, everybody? This is Lyle, No Hippie Trucking and Transportation. Man, these loads are killing me. Let me tell you. Last week was a very good week. I'm not sure how this week is gonna shape up, but I've been doing a lot of running in West Virginia, all them mountains, everything like that, and everything at night. And what's kind of been happening is it seems like fleet management in general is kind of trying to protect my hours, so I'm getting a lot of shorter loads, but a lot of these loads have a little bit too much time on them, so I'm ending up splitting my logs and doing all this kind of stuff. So it's been a little hard to get on a good sleep schedule. And for you new guys coming in, sometimes when you start split logging a lot, or your sleep schedule flips from days to nights, nights to days, things like that, it can get a little hard, and that's kind of what I'm experiencing now. As a matter of fact, I picked up a load. I had to split log to get the load in there. Then I get a load from the same place out, which I requested because they took my trailer, it wouldn't give me another one. And the load was gonna pick up like in 7 or 8 hours, almost immediately after I would have completed my 7-3 split. And I really didn't get a chance to sleep all that much, but you know what? It's like 200 and something miles. You know, I could do that on my head. The problem was I picked up the load at like 5 o'clock at night, and it didn't deliver till 7 o'clock in the morning. So that's a long time. So I'm on the phone with my man, the Million Mile Man, at night, and I'm just trying to find all these little truck stops to stop in, you know, sit 45 minutes, an hour in a fuel lane, empty fuel lanes, because it's at night, all you solar powered truckers that are in bed with your pajamas with the feet. So I'm out trying to waste some time because I can't really get there more than like 3 hours early. So boom, get there 3 hours early, hang out, end up sitting for 3 hours till the gate opens up, go through the gate, sit a little bit more, get unloaded, and I'm out, right? I got a couple hours left on my clock, so I asked the fleet manager, now this is weekend, I say, listen, make my time of availability like tonight at like 11 o'clock, because I really need to get some sleep. Not no 7 hours or anything crazy like that. I need like a good 8 hours of sleep. Cool. Get this load. It's 122 miles away. Picks up at basically midnight, delivering 200 miles away at 9 o'clock in the morning. So I'm in the same situation again, right? And the problem is when you start running these nights, it's not as easy as just, why don't you just find a truck stop? I can't find a truck stop because all you solar powered truckers are in there clogging everything up, so I ain't got nowhere to park, right? So before I even have a chance to worry about that, I go to check in, you know, drop my trailer, do all that kind of stuff at the shipper. The load's not ready, you know, give us a call back at like 3 o'clock. Cool, I need to catch up on sleep anyway because I couldn't really sleep during that first part anyway, or before I picked up the load anyway. Great. Plus I'm gonna get some detention. Works out great for me. 3 o'clock comes, call, check on the load, load's not ready. Call again at 4:30. They say, listen, nobody's really working right now. There ain't gonna be nothing going on till like 7:30, 8 o'clock. You know, check back then. And I'm updating my fleet manager as this goes on. You know what I'm saying? So 8:30 I check. Load's still not ready. Don't know when it's gonna be ready. So I just get back to my fleet manager. I'm like, here's the deal. And I call the receiver and I ask them, you know, what their hours, you know, what their receiving hours are, because I don't want to drive all the way out there just because sales says just go there and then have them turn me away. In Chicago, basically Chicago, they're like, you know what, just when you get the load, let us know and we'll schedule you in. Perfect. Well, then I get a message from my fleet manager saying the load is not going to be loaded until 1700. So basically 5 p.m., right? So that's about 8 hours away from now. The delivery time now is scheduled at 0700 tomorrow, which, you know, is still a little bit more time on this load than is needed. So at least I'm in a place now where I can sit. I'll go check in at, you know, 5 p.m. whatever, do all that, but I'm not going to drag this load out of here until 7. So let's say delivers at 7 in the morning, 7, 8, 5, 4, 3. I won't leave till like 1 a.m., something like that, because I don't want to be trying to waste time along the way. You know, once you get into Chicago, unless you are familiar with that place, which I'm really not, it's hard to find parking. It's hard to find parking in the cut if you don't know where you're going. So that's kind of what's going on here. You know, my fleet manager did give me, you know, the opportunity to pick up another load, but listen, I'm already committed to this load. I'm already out, you know, hours and hours and hours into this load. So I figured that the tension on this is going to be good. I might be maxed out, but you know, that detention is free money that, you know, no fuel is being used on or anything like that. So you know what, if this is a light week, I'm good with it. You know what I'm saying? Last week was, listen, a light week where I can catch up on my sleep is worth it. You know what I'm saying? So I still should make, you know, some pretty good money, but light in comparison to what I think I'm usually doing. So I'm gonna come back here, catch up on this sleep, get refreshed and everything, and kind of take it from there. You know, a lot of people, you know, one thing I want to tell you guys, if you're coming to Prime, you hear all these truckers talking about getting 34-hour resets and things like that, and a lot of that depends on how the freight is moving with their company. So you hear a lot of people with Colonial Freight talking about, you know, taking a 34 at home, or VL Trucking, they're taking, you know, resets at home and things like that. You know, various other companies. At Prime, if you take a 34-hour reset, it's because you're requesting it, because they will run you. I mean, I've been out since, and this isn't even much. You know, I've been out for the last, what is it, 2 weeks now? And I'm not even close to doing a 34-hour reset, and I've got hours coming back. So if you think, and this was my misconception, was when I came in, was you run for 7 days or something along those lines, then you take 34 hours off and get back running. That is not how it works out here. You know what I'm saying? You can make it work like that. I just don't see a lot of people doing that plan and making that profitable for them. So keep that in consideration. If you happen to be thinking about coming to Prime, in the description below is going to be information for my recruiter. And one of the reasons I decided to team up with a recruiter was if somebody had some issues with recruiting, stuff like that, I could go right to her. Her name is Heather Murrill. As far as I know, she's been taking care of people pretty well. If she's not, or if she hasn't, get with me so I can give her a call and go from there. But like I said, in the description below, as always, I'd like to thank you guys for stopping by No Hippie Trucking and Transportation. I appreciate it. Comment, subscribe, and I'm out.